Hello students. Today we shall learn a new poem, the second poem of your syllabus, poem Indian Weavers, poet Sarojini Naidu. Students, before we know the poem, let us know about the poet. Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political activist, poet, and the first Indian woman who became the president of Indian National Congress. She was an important figure in India's struggle for independence. Sarojini Naidu's work as a poet earned her the sobriquet of the Nightingale of India. Later, became the governor of the United Provinces in 1947, becoming the first woman to hold the office of the governor in independent India. Indian Weavers by Sarojini Naidu is a short poem consisting of 3 stanzas having 4 lines each. The poet talks about 3 types of dresses that the Indian weavers weave at 3 particular times of the day. Each time and the dress viewed in that time symbolizes a particular stage of life. Each stanza of the poem represents the 3 important events of human life. First is birth, means childhood, adulthood, young, and death, old. The colors mentioned in the stanzas are very significant as they indicate the moods related to the events. Students, the poet uses a number of literary devices to express her ideas like simile, imagery, metaphor, etc. The poet consists of a discussion between the poet and the weavers. Students, now see the poem on page number 100. The name of poem is Indian Weavers. This is the whole poem. आणि मी आता तुम्हाला स्टांजा वाईज कवितेचे एक्सप्लेनेशन सांगणार आहे. First, I will read the poem. Weavers weaving at break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcon's wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. विद्यार्थ्यांनो, या पहिल्या स्टांजामध्ये सरोजिनी नायडू या कवीने यंग एज याच्याबद्दल इन्फॉर्मेशन दिलेली आहे. इन द फर्स्ट स्टांजा द पोएट आस्क द वीवर्स व्हाय दे आर वीविंग क्लोथ्स अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग विच सीम्स टू बी क्वाइट ब्यूटिफुल अँड चार्मिंग. हेअर गे मीन्स charming. The clothes are blue as the wing of a halcyon wild. Halcyon means is the other name of the kingfisher. The wings of the kingfisher are bright blue in color. In addition, blue color also symbolizes loyalty. Students, the blue color thus symbolizes something beautiful and precious. Hence, in this stanza, the clothes weaved by the weavers are quite special, and this is why the poet is curious to know about them. The Indian weavers reply, we weave the robes of a newborn child. That is, they are weaving the beautiful dress for a young one who has just came to the world. Students, in this stanza, a number of images are used to describe the first stage of human life, like break of day, garment so gay and blue as the wing of halcyon wild. The stage is full of happiness, freshness, hope, beauty, etc. There is no sorrow in this stage. Weavers weaving at fall of night. Why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green, we weave the marriage veils of a queen. In the second stanza, the poet again meets the Indian weavers, this time during the fall of night. It probably refers to the evening or dusk time when the sun sets and darkness paves the way. Moreover, it is also the time during which most of the Indian marriages take place. The poet questions the weavers why they weave a garment so bright like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. The garment at this time is bright and full of colors like feathers of peacock, unlike the one color blue during the morning time. The weavers replies that they weave the marriage veils of a queen, thus referring to the second or in other words adult stage of the life. During this stage, humans are quite active. They love each other, get married and quest for a better and prosperous life. Now, this is the last stanza of the poem. Weavers weaving a salmon and still, what do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. Students, in the final stanza, the poet finds the weavers, Solomon and still. That is, they are quite sorrowful, grieved, and silent. They are weaving something yet in the moonlight chill. That is, in the dead of the night, which is white as a feather and white as a cloud. That is colorless, lifeless, as the poet fails to figure out what it is, means cloth, and why they are sorrowful and silent. She asks them what are they weaving rather than why are they weaving. They reply that they are weaving shroud, means cloth that put on the dead body for a dead person. Students, the final stage is a death, which is emotionless and lifeless, like a white color or feather. In this way, the life which with life, joy, hope, and ends with sorrow and grief. स्टुडंट्स, आता मी तुम्हाला या कवितेची थोडक्यात समरी सांगते. इंडियन वीवर्स बाय सरोजिनी नायडू sums up the life of human beings on earth in three main stages by using symbols. या कवितेमध्ये कवी सरोजिनी नायडू यांनी मानवी जीवनाच्या 3 स्टेजबद्दल वर्णन केलेलं आहे आणि ह्या कवितेमध्ये कवीने बरेचसे सिम्बॉल्ससुद्धा वापरलेले आहेत. The poet uses symbols like clothes and the time of the day. The journey of life begins with one color, blue, which means joy and happiness. दुसऱ्या कडव्यामध्ये, in second stanza, the poet continues with the addition of a number of colors, green and purple, which means sorrows also enter into life along with happiness. म्हणजे सेकंड कडव्यामध्ये कवी सरोजिनी नायडू अडल्टहूडबद्दल सांगत आहेत. त्या म्हणतात की लाईफ इज मोर ॲक्टिव्ह इन धिस स्टेज दॅन इन द फर्स्ट स्टेज. इन द फायनल स्टांजा ऑल द कलर्स vanish away and a single color, means only one white color, remains, which means white color shows which means emotions are connected with the life, and when the person dies, emotions also dies. या तिसऱ्या स्टांजामध्ये कवी जीवनाच्या लास्ट स्टेजचे वर्णन करत आहेत. याच्यामध्ये कवीने व्हाईट कलर म्हणून याच्यामध्ये सिम्बॉल वापरलेलं आहे. स्टुडंट्स, in this way, the poet Sarojini Naidu describes the three stages of human life with the help of weavers. Thank you.